America, America. Good evening, morning, or afternoon as the case may be in your part of the world. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I've got a few things to say to you about probably a very controversial topic. At least as it applies to YouTube. Before I get started, I will tell you that although I may be speaking about some things that some of my and about some of my friends, and saying things that you don't agree with, I reserve a right to do that. And it's funny I should use those words, and you'll know why in a moment. To disagree with you, it doesn't mean I don't like your videos or that I don't think you're a cool person or anything else. It just means that I disagree, or at least I see things a different way. It seems to me that people don't read the fine print. In fact, most people don't bother to read anything. They just click, 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 and go through it. And what brought this to light was a video that I saw by somebody called Mocha, I believe their name was. I don't know. Nor do I care, really. Who's had all their videos taken down by YouTube because they made such remarks as, you know, Asian people are superior and they're better and whatever else. I haven't watched her videos, so I really don't know all of the story. However, she's reading the Constitution of the United States to these people, saying, I have a right to say that I want to, and she's literally telling YouTube to fuck off. Leave me alone, leave my videos alone, and fuck off. For anybody who hasn't done it yet, I seriously suggest that you go and you read the Terms of Use Agreement. In that agreement, YouTube states that they can decide what is appropriate and not appropriate for YouTube. That they can take your video off and remove it as they see fit, anytime they want to, for any reason, or no reason at all. I do not have a right to be making this video and putting it on YouTube. I don't have that right. Neither do you. You putting your video up on YouTube is a privilege that YouTube affords you because they'd like to make some money, and they try to do it with an even hand. But the bottom line is they don't owe you anything. And you are not protected. Your free speech is not protected under the United States Constitution because you waive that right when you use YouTube. You waive the right to say anything you want to say. Now, YouTube does have some very good rules. They say that you cannot harass another user. How many of you do that? Indirectly or directly. You cannot upload copyrighted material that you do not own the copyright for. How many of you do that? You may not put pornography up, nor anything obscene, legally obscene. You know who you are. And many of you have been getting away with it for a long, long, long time. I don't have a problem with that. YouTube can police YouTube as they want. And the users out here that are offended by what you do will also police you. I will. If you put up material that is legally inappropriate, and yes, I know what that is. I know what's legally inappropriate. And I know that because I've taken hours and hours of courses on it. But if you put up what is legally inappropriate, I'll tag it. And I'll tell you straight up, I'll tag it. I would never say something behind your back that I wouldn't say to your face. And if you're my friend or not, if you're putting up inappropriate material, legally inappropriate material, and I think we all really know what inappropriate material is, I'll tag it. And you have a right to tag what I put up if I put up inappropriate material as well. If I put up inappropriate material, you should tag it. But people don't read. You know, you waive your right to say anything you want to say out here when you use YouTube. You waive it because of the terms of use agreement, which says YouTube is the arbitrator, and YouTube decides what you can and cannot put up, and YouTube decides what is and is not appropriate here. If YouTube wanted to, if they were foolish enough to do it, they could simply go through the videos, and anybody who says anything negative about YouTube, they could remove. And I've been to websites that do that, and they use the same argument. Terms of use agreement says you can't do that. So, is this news to you? Did you people not know this? You don't have a right to be at the top of any list. You don't have a right to have comments. You don't have a right to have a subscription list. You don't have a right to anything on YouTube. You have the privilege of the use of the system. If you came in my house and told me what derelict's engines were, my wife was a bitch, my kid was a bastard, I'd put your ass outside the door. And I wouldn't do it very nicely. And you could run to the local police department, and you could get a lawyer and anything else you want to. And I dare say, when we get to court, the court would tell you, I don't have to allow you to do that inside my home. You can stand outside in the street, off my property, and yell and scream and picket and put up signs all you want. You have the legal right to do that. But I don't have to let you do it where I live. This is YouTube's house. And YouTube does not have to give you the right to say anything you want. YouTube doesn't have to give you the right to say anything at all. That's going to be a shock to many of you. And there are many of you who are going to get on soapboxes and yell and scream and tell me how wrong I am. Go read the Terms of Use Agreement. So if you want to leave because as much as YouTube's trying to get things fixed here, however slow they might be, that they're not doing it fast enough for you, or you don't like the way that they're doing it, because you think you have some God-given right, surprise, you haven't. And as far as a legal right, you signed that away when you came in the door. Strong words, but true. Look for yourself. So this is a nice short one from Zen Archer. Until next time, be well.